Japan has one of the longest life expectancies in the world. Seriously, what's their secret? The average Japanese person lives well into their 80s, and places like Okinawa have a crazy number of people living past 100. But why? Is it some magic potion or a secret they're not telling us? Well, today, we're going to break down the simple, everyday habits that help them live longer, healthier lives. And the best part? These are things you can start doing right now, no matter where you live. It's not about one magic bullet, but a combination of small, powerful choices that add up over a lifetime. So if you want to learn how to add more years to your life, and more life to your years, stick around. Let's start with what's on their plate. The foundation of Japanese longevity is their diet. It's not a restrictive, complicated plan. It's actually incredibly simple. They eat real whole foods. Think about a traditional Japanese meal. You'll see a small portion of fish, a bowl of rice, some steamed or pickled vegetables, a bit of seaweed, maybe some tofu, and a warm cup of miso soup. It's balanced, colorful, and packed with nutrients. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are amazing for your heart and brain. They eat a huge variety of vegetables, from leafy greens to root vegetables like daikon radish and sweet potatoes. Seaweed is another superstar. It's full of minerals and vitamins you won't find in many other foods. And don't forget fermented foods like miso and natto, which are fantastic for your gut health. Green tea is their drink of choice, full of antioxidants that fight cell damage. What's just as important is what they don't eat. They tend to avoid heavily processed foods, sugary drinks, and excessive amounts of red meat and dairy. Their food is often steamed, simmered, or grilled, not deep-fried. This keeps the calorie count down and the nutrient value up. Another key principle is something called hara hachibu. It's a Confucian teaching that means eat until you are 80% full. This isn't about dieting. It's about mindful eating. Instead of stuffing themselves, they stop when they're satisfied, not full. This simple practice prevents overeating, aids digestion, and keeps their weight in check. So, the first big takeaway is this: eat real food, focus on variety, and listen to your body's signals. It's about nourishment, not just filling up. Now let's talk about movement. When you think of exercise, you might picture an intense, sweaty gym session. But in Japan, the approach to physical activity is much more integrated into daily life. It's about constant, natural movement rather than scheduled, high-intensity workouts. Many people, especially in cities, rely on public transportation, which means a lot of walking to and from stations. They take the stairs instead of the elevator. Gardening is a popular hobby, especially among older adults, which involves bending, stretching, and light lifting. Children walk to school, and a common morning routine across the country involves Ragio Teso, or radio calisthenics, gentle group exercises broadcast on public radio and television. The key here is consistency. It's not about burning yourself out a few times a week. It's about staying active throughout the entire day. This low-impact, consistent movement keeps their joints healthy, their metabolism active, and their cardiovascular system strong without the high risk of injury that comes with intense sports. Think about it. Our bodies were designed to move, not to sit at a desk for 8 hours, and then try to make up for it in 1 hour at the gym. The Japanese lifestyle naturally incorporates what experts call NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. That's all the calories you burn just by living your life, walking, cleaning, and just moving around. So the lesson here is simple. Find ways to weave more movement into your day. Take a walk during your lunch break. Choose the stairs or stretch while you watch TV. Every little bit counts. Next up is something we all struggle with: stress. The Japanese culture places a high value on harmony, calm, and routine, which naturally helps to manage stress. Of course, modern life in Japan can be stressful with long work hours, but there are deep-rooted cultural practices that provide a counterbalance. Take the tea ceremony, for example. It's a mindful, deliberate ritual that forces you to slow down and be present in the moment. The simple act of preparing and drinking tea becomes a form of meditation. Forest bathing, or shinrin-yoku, is another popular practice. It's not about hiking. It's about simply being in nature, walking slowly, and absorbing the atmosphere of the forest. Studies have shown this can lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and boost your immune system. Even daily routines are structured to promote calm. Many Japanese people take long, hot baths in the evening. This isn't just about getting clean. It's a ritual for relaxation, a way to soak away the day's tensions and prepare for a restful sleep. Their homes are often designed with simplicity and nature in mind, with minimalist decor and natural materials that create a serene environment. This emphasis on creating pockets of peace in daily life is crucial. Chronic stress is a silent killer. It contributes to heart disease, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. By consciously building moments of calm into their day, the Japanese actively combat the negative effects of stress. The lesson: less stress equals a longer, healthier life. Find your own version of a tea ceremony or a forest bath, something that helps you disconnect and find your inner peace every single day. Let's move on to the power of connection. In Japan, family and community bonds are incredibly strong and are a cornerstone of their society. From a young age, there's a strong emphasis on the group over the individual. This fosters a deep sense of belonging and mutual support. Older adults are highly respected and are often integrated into family life, living in multi-generational households. They play an active role in raising grandchildren and contributing to the household, which gives them a sense of purpose and keeps them socially engaged. This is a stark contrast to many Western cultures where the elderly can often become isolated. This strong social fabric acts as a powerful buffer against loneliness and depression, which are major risk factors for poor health and early mortality. Being part of a community means you have people to rely on in times of need, people to share joys with, and a network that holds you accountable for your well-being. Neighborhood associations are common, organizing local festivals and events that bring people together. Even in the workplace, there's a strong sense of team identity. Research consistently shows that people with strong social ties live longer, have stronger immune systems, and are happier. We are social creatures, and the Japanese model shows us just how vital these connections are. So, make time for your friends and family. Join a club, volunteer, or just say hello to your neighbors. Building your community is one of the best investments you can make in your health. Finally, we come to a beautiful and profound concept: ikigai. This Japanese word doesn't have a direct English translation, but it essentially means a reason for being or a reason to wake up in the morning. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. But it doesn't have to be your job. For many, ikigai is found in their hobbies, their family, or their role in the community. It could be mastering the art of pottery, tending to a garden, teaching a skill to the younger generation, or volunteering for a cause you believe in. It's your personal mission, the thing that gives your life meaning and direction. Dan Buettner, who studies the world's longest-lived people in the blue zones, found that having a sense of purpose is a common thread among all of them, especially the centenarians in Okinawa. Having ikigai is linked to lower stress levels, better cardiovascular health, and a reduced risk of dementia. When you have a reason to get out of bed, you have a reason to stay healthy and engaged with life. It gives you resilience to overcome challenges and a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond simple happiness. Many Japanese people don't have a concept of retirement in the Western sense of stopping all work. Instead, they continue to pursue their ikigai for as long as they are able. So ask yourself, what's your reason for getting up in the morning? Finding your ikigai might be one of the most powerful things you can do for your longevity. So, as you can see, the secret to Japanese longevity isn't a single pill or a complex formula. It's a beautiful tapestry woven from small, sustainable, healthy habits that are practiced every single day. It's about eating real food and not too much of it. It's about moving your body naturally throughout the day. It's about finding ways to reduce stress and cultivate calm. It's about nurturing strong social connections with family and community. And it's about living with a sense of purpose, your ikigai. These principles are not exclusive to Japan. They are universal truths about living a healthy, fulfilling life. You can start small. Maybe tomorrow you can try stopping when you're 80% full, or take a 10-minute walk at lunch. The key is to start building these simple, powerful habits into your own life. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gave you some inspiration. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, happier life. See you in the next one.